Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
58, come on. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Don't get nervous. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it backer, check it backer.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
From the 27, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
X3, 218, chop.
58, come on. 58, come on. Watch the curve, watch the curve. 36, 36.
Check 52. 5.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
29.
5.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Down. 180. Have me. You go tight. You got to go.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 9.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give running right, Lindsey. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Max 50, Max 50. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
694.
He's crashing. He's chipping down.
To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr completes it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Carr now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's bring it.
One, later one.
Undercrush. Watch twist.
No Chief.
Check 26, check 26.
93.
Carr now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. And
that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Locke throwing right, and that's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 91 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Delta.
Check, he's Mike. Check. Check.
Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, my 7.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Clock now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Check 24. Check 24.
Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first down, right back to Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. On first down, McFarland. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 180. Check. OP.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We go. 18 Gator.
Watch out.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Play action. Now it's Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They come out here in the I. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Here's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58, come on.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Get it.
A lot going to throw it here. And the Raiders have got him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike, 58, right now.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Ready up. Hey, Echo. Ready.
Clock now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC